abusia mi cha na mesa so emo akwa ba emre channel so ha eda so aye be media gh na abusia eye Raymond Archer na abusia letter b anaso bi beka se petition this alleged say agwakodu eye the presidency say Raymond Archer eye Yoko boss abusia ye nyi no emfiri ho chese ye SÄck no na abusia obi be bisa se de na si de na ba de na abanko anu ti yenyi eye Raymond Archer na abusia wotie ensem no mu ye ye bekwa akotie na wotie ensem no mu ye na chese eyade one eye council of state member baako council of state member baako enya som eye ntawantawa bi na abusia ensem a efiri akire ba no ano eden we de me pese yeko na yetie ensem no mu ye abusia ebia meka mi hu ne kai nti pese ya yeko na yetie ensem no mu ankasa enchire mu ne ba ye ni si ya eno nti ye call for say Raymond Archer ye Yoko boss ye ma no and step down yetie mra sese ha eda so aye be media gicha se be se wa se ene dey dika wani twa channel so ni di no bu kwan so abuse be se wa se oba subscribe e dey amai bobo notification bell so for more podcast update yente enkomo no mu ye emra sese ye da se
Raymond Archer ena eja ensembi aba ayede afa eye no ho na Raymond Archer ede na ekoso ya enim say recently ena ebai say Yoko ne one of the council of state member baako enya wenchi kakra ema chese de kofa baaye no na ano de ne payi na sansem enam sansem we so ena petition bi esu ewo presidency na petition ni nyina ne say yenyi Raymond Archer enye de inferior as Yoko boss na eba no na e wose animdifo ene ekukudam ene apabnefo etenase ebobo sansem we ho na omonso de omadwene ye de etudwa na enam san neoma we so akọ reveal ensem bebre de aba na Raymond Archer ya nim say captain smart krane ne wo sam entawantawa kakra bi a chese eba shatawale hu nsensem wanya many criticism maybe kra no so abefa abutrika ho a enye asem ketwa kra na sansem we ama no ayedening peye ama ene Raymond Archer presidency ensa ayede aka this petition na aso se yebeyi papa yedi anase papa yebetena honom de yina no yebu inkompo ayede atwen anase yenum onsuo ayede atwen ope na yehunu se ebeba so anase enyanyede enyamba so ensam no dodo na akoso abrabedwafo etenase edensam dodo na ayede etudwanko nyekonkoti.
Honorable Von say we are now under proper rule of law.
And that is want me to stress on that. I can't.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll tell you.
I'm happy. You just stress. I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm okay.
There's no qualms about that, and you know there are no qualms about
the contradiction. Okay, the glaring contradiction of whether or not we are now properly under rule of law is answered by what we are discussing. And it's answered by the clarity you gave us, MFA. If a court of record passes a judgment which is binding on each and every party in that matter, that no party has the right to defy the court. And if the fact you have given us is anything to go by, it means that Yoko has defied a judgment of a court of competent judges.
So you go to a higher court.
With all respect, that's what I'm saying. Oh, please. You still talking about rule of law.
And that is part of the rule of law.
Please. An institution of government is supposed to be a law-abiding, if you like, institution. Do you know if the Supreme Court passes a judgment? I'm not a lawyer, but lawyers say it. And the Constitution is clear on it. And even the president defies it. It constitutes a high crime. It's clear in our Constitution.
So what do you do?
Now, if Yoko, please, if Yoko has defied the court per the facts right now, if it is true,
exactly,
and you sit here as a member of parliament
because you don't have the facts.
Please, Honorable, don't do this.
You don't have the facts.
Honorable, let the discerning minds watch us and understand. You see, and you sit here as a member of parliament, a legislator for that matter, who make laws, who should be worried that a law has actually been reneged upon. And you come and say upon all that there's rule of law, proper rule of law now in Ghana. Really?
Hey,
I am surprised. I'm amazed.
What's your
And I'm happy that Ghanaians are watching us. Look, Yoko started with saying they are pursuing elements of the ex-while government or the immediate past government. And when they arrest you, you come, they'll give you what we call onerous, if you like, bail conditions. Whether you have money or you don't have money. You struggle. When it started, people in the within the legal architecture said, let's be careful. The trajectory we are going and the way we are going about these bail conditions, it will become inimical to the growth of our rule of law that we want. Today, MP sits here and tells me that we are under proper rule of law. In the face of Yoko, an institution, if it is true, that's from Kisuma Westwell, if it is true, defying a law court judgment. Actually, I followed the matter a little. And I just wanted clarity to come because he was actually nebulous in his presentation. That's why I wanted to give the clarity. But I followed it. A company out there has contracted Kwame Gas Company to buy them gold to the tune of some 57 million Ghana cedi, I'm told, or more, which is completely a civil matter. That's the argument Kwame Gas went to court with. I have an agreement with somebody, it's a contract, I'm doing it. Now the company thinks that the part of Kwame Gas has not actually been performed properly to their satisfaction. We are told some complaint was lodged before EOCO. EOCO then decided to say that Kwame Gas should come and explain. Then at the point Kwame Gas was told that it was money laundering, it was whatever. Then Kwame Gas went to court and the court said, no, this is purely a civil matter. It is not a criminal issue. Once it's a civil matter, you have no right to freeze the accounts of Kwame Gas. I followed the matter. And that's exactly what happened. Now, having left the court, Yoko still decides to pursue Kwame Gas. And I like the point Honorable mentioned. As a citizen of Ghana, you have the right whatsoever to...
Is it pursuing him or it refused to decrease or unfreeze?
Apart from refusing to unfreeze or whatever, the account or whatever asset it is, there's this element of they saying that they are investigating money laundering. There's this element of they saying that they are doing some all sorts of things.
I just cited the document from court.
Yes.
The ruling was very specific.
On the freezing, I know, I'm saying so. But I'm saying aside that one, there's this element of Yoko saying that we are also, you see, Yoko is also trying to be smart, saying that we are also investigating something. You get what I mean? Aside that,
if that thing that we're investigating can amount to freezing.
No, but the substantive, that's what the court has already told you, it's a judgment. Substantive matter before the court was whether or not Kwame Gas assets could have been frozen.
Yes.
The court says no, it is a civil matter. It's a civil matter.
On that particular charge.
They have their own business. Let the person come to court
on
and
a particular
complain.
Charge, right?
Absolutely. Okay. So there's nothing criminal for us from the facts on here. Then Yoko says we will not listen. We'll still go ahead. And then MP come to sit here instead of urging Yoko to respect what the court says. The MP come to sit here and tell me there's proper rule of law now. This is a serious matter. Look, let's run. Governance is a complex business. That is why we should be careful the kind of people we put in government.
Okay. All right.
People should not take law into their own hands. MFA, you will not be free, I will not be free. If we allow the kangaroo systems and the way I want to do things system works in this country.
Okay.
I think it's not proper. Now to end with, Solo now talks about...
What?
Oh no, please. I will let me respond to him small.
What?
He said he brought in oral. He brought in oral.
No, oral is a conversation on its own.
Oh, we'll have a conversation on it.
Because if you,
I hope and pray we are going to have that conversation. We have to have it. We must have it, and I'll be happy.
If you allow me moderate, we'll use that.
Very good. Thank you so much. Then that's fine. Then we are going to then let's move on.
Dr. Zato must also.
Yes. Oh, there's no rule of law. Yoko didn't do the right.
Thank you very much. You know, when I look at this Yoko thing, and also when I look at
is it the case that Yoko has been able to even confiscate anything relating to what the company is alleged to have done?
It had frozen its account. Yes. It says that, of course, the proceeds are areas of interest to Yoko. But what is concerning is that an Adanta court had held that Yoko had acted without lawful mandate.
That's the point.
And in a violation of constitutional principles of fairness, and further ordered the immediate defreezing of the company's accounts, effectively nullifying Yoko's earlier actions.
So if that is the case, the court represents the state. So that's the position of the state now. That what you did was unlawful. That's why I'm saying that I am not too sure why the gentleman is even warning. This one clearly just cites the Yoko boss and Yoko for contempt. Because there's a court ruling.
Yeah.
So here, when I heard him say he was giving them last one, is that the way you give your
Well, but he talks about reputation as well.
No, the reputation.
Where if a statement is issued or publicly we know that he's being investigated for certain things, he must as well also want to respond publicly, or you.
No, but you respond by suing. That is more powerful than. What would have been more beautiful than you citing?
He also wants to guard his reputation in the public domain.
Whether he likes it or not, his reputation would have been fractured.
What's your assessment of Raymond Archer's performance so far?
So far, I've said that I'm not impressed. I am not impressed. Because you see, the number of cases that went to Yoko, and believe you me, let nobody deceive you into thinking that something untoward happened to this country. The country, as a matter of fact, was a crime scene in the last 8 years. You have been listening to the public account.
Says who? Says Sulu.
You just 20 million Ghana cedi.
My friend.
As mobilization for what?
Same rhetorics. Oral is nothing.
Service hospital.
The same rhetorics and your oral is nothing.
Signed on the 31st of December. Look at the time.
Don't allow this man to sit down and spew lies.
I know why he's not comfortable. This man. He's not comfortable. Anytime
look, you sit everywhere
stealing, then they are not happy. But if one are also stealing, but if one are also stealing, I'm talking about corruption, and he's not happy. What is wrong with the MPP? When we talk about corruption, they are not happy.
Are you still talking about Raymond Archer?
So Raymond Archer, I'm saying that the number of cases
they've given you a topic that you decided to go and do your NDC hatchet job.
Come out, no, I will not accept.
You are doing NDC hatchet job, and you want me to sit here and say you are doing what?
Come out.
Is that the topic you gave him?
Come out. But I brought him back to the topic. Leave it.
So he decided to do. If he doesn't do it, he will be paid.
Are you doing? Do you want to waste the time?
He has to do that to be paid. So I'm not wasting the time.
The question really is, Raymond Archer. You said you were not impressed.
No, I'm not impressed.
And you're taking us back 8 years ago?
No, I'm taking you back to the number of things that have happened under their watch. That they deliberately caused all those things to happen.
Council member in Yoko. Look at where he's going.
He has to.
Is that what he's supposed to discuss?
A number of the cases have gone before him.
But he has done a few recoveries, has he not?
What recoveries are we talking about? With the number
is that what we're discussing
of cases that went to him. Initially, he gave us the assurance that he could handle the matters. I mean, until this building a country like this, that is why they are happy. Because the man has gone to sleep. And so they feel that they have a field day. And I'm bringing him back. But you cannot discuss Raymond Archer without recounting the sort of things that they did.
Uguswa uti and some no eddy my subscribe like to you and share na ma for friends so inside and can be kindly click on the notification bell no so send be ya the any news be to platform so I want so wo hu the EOCO and the ba yanko ne yanko je e of am you buy the aka no e ba beso.
At the end of the day,
DFA.
it seems an ordinary citizen is going through serious challenges, and if that is allowed to stand, it's now. So the argument for them to fire Raymond Archer, I will not necessarily say that, but I think that it's important that whoever is involved should sit and say, look, let fresher minds look at it, let sober minds look at it. At the end of the day, let's see if this man is actually going through this, and if Dr. Kwamega is doing this, then let's stop it before it becomes an issue of legal case and reparations against the state if he sues the state.
Okay.
Do that. So let this guy there. But whoever is going to hang in there, justice must be done.
It's quite interesting to see that an appointee of a particular government and a council of state of a particular government as well. It's interesting.
What's the beauty?
No, because
what's the beauty?
No, I'm not saying it's beautiful.
No,
it's interesting.
Do you know the term dog bite dog? Dog bite dog. I don't know about it.
Is that your matter? Come on, is that your matter? Come on, is that your matter?
Hello.
Come on, is that your matter?
All dogs within, and they are biting each other.
A dog can bite a dog. I see.
Or sometimes it doesn't mean
your dog well.
it
bite another
doesn't
dog.
mean well.
Dog bite dog. Dog can bite master too. Don't train your dog well; it will bite you. It's not because you've done something. It's going to
Solomon,
because of that.
Solomon, how many years
Are you following the conversation?
Yes.
Two minds alike.
Come to the conclusion that EOCO is going rogue.
Completely.
And that EOCO going rogue It's actually surprising, considering
judgmental.
Yes, I'm Pastor Ijema. Yes, I've just said that.
That
Yes.
you have
No, he has a right to speak. No. He has a right to do. No.
Are you reading or not?
Please.
If you look at it, you will come to the conclusion that
On this table
and
this
it is
morning,
wrong.
both of you have gone very rogue.
Honorable brother.
Both of you.
Please don't add me.
you will have to listen. Secondly, if you look at this issue, this particular issue very well and look at it, you also come to go that Dr. Kwamega, that's the name of the guy, he is a victim of a very powerful person who wants to use the power of the state to settle a personal commercial matter.
How?
That is what the court said. The court said that, in fact, at the beginning, EOCO, the court simply said EOCO had absolutely no business venturing into this.
Absolutely.
The court ruling simply said that it was a commercial dispute. EOCO knows their laws. So you have absolutely no business entering in the first place. That's what the court said. So freezing the man's asset, and even after that. So my point is that it means that if you know that you had no business going inside there, why did you go inside there? If you now went inside there and the court has now told you that you shouldn't stay there, why don't you immediately release the man's asset? It's when you look at this that you then realize that somebody powerful somewhere is bent on destroying this Kwamega guy or doing whatever it is. It's not fair.
Not proper.
And I'm saying this because of two reasons.
It's not fair at all.
Raymond Archer had a life before he became EOCO director, EOCO boss. He was a victim. Newspaper reports or news indicates that he was a victim of similar things. He had a property at
Trade fair. Yeah.
It was torn down. I heard some of the I saw those things. Somebody or the state did that to him. Investment, money he invested. So he was a big victim. He suffered severe loss. So you will now expect that such a person who has seen the rough end of impunity, if he today becomes a leader of an organization, that he will now sit and say, look, I know what power can do. I know what power drunk can do. I know what people can use. People can even use other individual, because in that his demolition of his property, it was actually that there was an individual private person who was interested in it or that kind of thing. So if you have this experience, okay, you said Magdan, good. So if you have experienced this and then today you are on the seat, you should then realize that there's a limit to the power, or you should be the one pulling back the horses of the state, saying, now listen, I was once a victim. I'm going to leave a legacy, make sure that tomorrow we do not have such victim, because power is transcendent to end. But that's not what is happening. So for me, the fact that he's done, and then the second thing why you, MFI and I should be scared is this. If they can do this to a council of state member who is an advisor to the president, that man directly advises the president of the republic. He's a powerful man. But if Yoko can still do this to him, what will they do to you and I?
Aha ene brebe me kwan na yedi dwumedi no asi ade am POG media ye no ma jebre hwe dwumedi no mai na subscribe Akroma.